It's a Mr. Clean here, Clean Live, a completely different show than the normal Mr. Clean show. It's got a beautiful Christmas tree here. Yes, everything you want to see. Our beautiful guest is not here. Isn't that sad? But yet, maybe she was like tired. I won't even tell her name, whereas James Ricks didn't show, and I like told his name and showed the blank chair. Why the hell didn't you show, James? Anyway, this is a live call-in talk show where normally should have subtitles here, but we don't have it. But call 272-0319. Call in and tell us what you want to hear. Let me just test the speaker. Yes, the line is open. Call and tell what you want to hear on the Mr. Clean Show. If you have questions about politics, spirituality, anything, but mostly just kind of focus around what you want to see on the Mr. Clean Show. As you know, it's back on air. The premiere of each week is 11:30. These are all PM times. All PM times. 11:30 on Wednesday. Then you get 3 reruns. So Friday at 10. And here should be running a script with what the times are and all that, running across some kind of thing. If we need technicians here at the studio, come on down to Pegasus. Now back to the times of the show. So it will be the premiere, 11:30 p.m., and then the 3 reruns, 10 o'clock Friday, 4 o'clock Sunday, and then 10 o'clock Tuesday. And then starts a new cycle each week. Call and tell me what you want to hear on the Mr. Clean Show. Yes! So the guest didn't show up, and so I may have Kevin, my technician, cameraman, and producer, director. I try to get him to do all those roles. That's one of the things about shows here. We want people to come down. All it is a little bit of training, and just a few hours is all you have to do. You could work on my show, or you can do some other show. You could do your own thing. Or like we could do, like one lady's talking about doing a cooking segment. You can do a cooking segment, and oh wait, she might do the cooking segment, but you can do whatever you want. Like suppose you do surfboards. You can like talk about surfboards, even though this is in California. You can throw donuts all over the floor when you're not supposed to eat in the studio. You can do everything that you want to see. But anyway, the show itself is going to be all kinds of great stuff. We might do a Christmas special here coming up soon. Sonia's going to work on a Christmas special. But if you just call in and tell what you want to hear on the show, that would be cool. Please call in. Now for down at eating. Now I better hold this up because it's a live show. I'm going to bring Kevin in here and talk. Not quite yet, Kevin. He's in there switching cameras. But yeah, just switch to the full thing when you do. Maybe I'll try to do a couple poems here. The 4th Friday of the month, there's going to be at the Sacred Lava Kava. Sacred Lava Kava. Sacred Root Kava Java. Wait, come in here and tell the proper name, brother. I would have gone to a wide shot, but go.
It is the Sacred Root, Kava Lounge at West Street, 139 West State Street.
Cool, thank you. And then when you actually do come back in, then go to the two shot. So, we switched from the mini studio thinking that this would be cooler, but we were just getting used to the mini studio. But let me do a poem for you. Lag. In the midst of the morning, I will soon see the day. Pressure foreboding. Develop strategy of delay. The prolongation of agony makes no sense. This is true. To be over and done with. The release of having come through. Logic has no bearing when apprehension has you gripped. To have no fear in procrastination, one must be pre-equipped. Slough off intrinsic flaws, go forth to act, to move, to do. Oh, little Ms. Productive, if we could all be just like you. And I've got a note that it's unfinished, but I think that's pretty much finished. Oh, wow, look at this shit. I had flooding in my apartment because Ithaca Neighborhood Housing will not take care of their properties. They've gone through all kinds of weird stuff with me. They, well, it all started with, I just turned up the hot water heater, and they tried to fine me for doing my own maintenance or something, and I had to actually go through Cornell Law School and have a wonderful lady, Angela Cornell, a professor up there, I went to them diplomatically. Hey, listen, you can't fine me for turning up my hot water heater. What the hell's wrong with you? And they wouldn't listen. I had to have 2 or 3 advocates go to them. Then they had to call in Cornell Law School, and it was all just because their equipment failure. And they tried to charge me for it, and they do this to other tenants. One of my neighbors, they asked him to spy on the rest of us. And he felt like he was living in Nazi Germany, like, oh, the Gestapo, will you spy on the rest of your... that's not a very good German accent, but you get the idea. Here, Ithaca Neighborhood Housing, the management asked a tenant to spy on the rest of us. Are they doing anything wrong? Can you report anything? Because they're trying to work up fines. They know that they have people on Section 8 or very low income, and it's very hard to get housing in Ithaca. And so they're just like finding people right and left. Like, but my friend that lives in the front house, Tony Grossi, is a retired police officer. He's in a wheelchair. Well, he's not confined to a wheelchair. He can kind of walk, but he's in one of those little scooter things. So he has a lift on his apartment. So it's very hard to get something like that. They know they've got a captive person that's afraid of losing his housing. And so they fine him, fine after fine after fine. And that's the little bit of money that we have. For someone like me, I'm on disability with a spinal injury. I know you see me jumping around, but it's a lot of intense pain, and neurologists say, no, 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 don't even think about going back to work. So it's not me, it's my physicians. But anyway, these fucking swine have fined me time after time again. It's Paul Mazzarelli guy is the head of it all. And I've gone for advocates to try to help me. I've had, oh my God, it's a horrible thing. But let's get off all that negativity. It's beautiful Christmas time. Regardless of what kind of Grinch Ithaca Neighborhood Housing is, we'll just forget those idiots. And it's not going to work. People of Ithaca Neighborhood Housing, whatever your foolish fines aren't going to do, and I'm going to go through all these advocacy things, and if that doesn't work, then I'm really going to take matters into my own hands. And believe me, I'm not going to pay any erroneous fines. Like I just puppy-sitted a little dog. Well, it's a big German Shepherd, but just had the dog on my property, and these swine tried to fine me. Yeah, it is in the lease that I can't own a dog, but I can't, according to them, if I see somebody with a friend with a dog, hey buddy, how's it going? They come on my property, oh, you get fined. That's fucking ridiculous. So anyway, I'm going to invite Kevin in since my guest, it's like 5 minutes after. I'm going to invite Kevin in to talk in a minute, whenever you're ready. And at that point, I will take a bite of my donut. But until then, you ready? Okay, good, yeah. All right, thank you, Kevin. All right, this is my cameraman and director, producer, and I'm trying to move him into all these different roles. My friend Mark Vark had volunteered as director. He was really good. That's good.
I'm going to go turn it up a little bit more.
Okay,
just
good.
Continue
He's got to adjust it. And so we're kind of doing this on the fly, but eventually we'll have this refined. Today we're just us two. Sometimes I have a whole crew here to do, back when I was doing the actual Mr. Clean show. Right now it's gone into like external production. Okay, I'll do a quick poem. In there, look at this. It's all like, because, that's what started me on the Ithaca Neighborhood Housing. My sink, on the little faucet thing, the thing sprouted a leak, and I wake up, and the whole kitchen is flooded. Now, could I call them to fix it? No, because they're going to try to charge me for doing their own maintenance because of their equipment failure. So I had to go buy the piece.
Sometimes the maintenance is a little shaky.
Yeah, it's crazy. And plus, yeah, the maintenance job, like they did some work with they put in a toilet and it leaked, and then they tried to charge me for fixing their own work.
What I've noticed with them characters, and I'm not going to say anything because we need some work done there at my place. We got a leaky toilet and some kind of leak. We got a message from the one of the taxation things. My mom opened it up today, and it said, they put little sensors on your box, and apparently we have a leak that is using up our water And it's like, I'm not skilled as a plumber, but, you know, what to do? That's all the only resource we have is Ithaca Neighborhood Housing, INHS. But
some people have said they've done good, like they helped.
I mean, they did okay. I mean, I'm not complaining because it's a free service.
I'm complaining. They bury me in. I
Well,
know I have a spinal injury. What?
Look at your paperwork. It's
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I can't even read poetry. I was going to do some poems that I'm going to do. You can't even read it. Or it's because it's all like blotchy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it wasn't.
It's pretty bad.
But each winter, it's in the lease that they're supposed to clear the walkways. So each winter, not only do they not shovel my walkway, they plow me in. So one time I couldn't even get out the door. I had to Fred come over and shovel me out. Then another time, there was a big snowstorm, and the mayor was on Facebook and said, "Hey, folks, well, city council meeting is canceled. If anybody needs help shoveling out," he's probably thinking of elderly people, needs help shoveling out, come up. You know, I'm sitting here with some friends. We could come over and shovel you out because there's no city council meeting. And I went on, yeah, Ithaca Neighborhood Housing like blocks me in every winter, and so the mayor had to come over to do Ithaca Neighborhood Housing's job. These idiot swine. Schweinhund. I mean, there's a Sandy lady that I've gone to several times. Like right now, I'm actually in treatment for post-traumatic. Yeah, this is all INHS. And I'm in treatment for post-traumatic stress disorder. So they were like, oh, they actually did a false eviction where they had paperwork. They had somebody serve me with papers. It cost them money to have a process server. Then come to find out, it actually like caused me to freak out because I was like thinking I'm going to become homeless. And they keep trying to get me in trouble with Section 8. So anyway, they had a process server serve me the paperwork. They had a court date all set up. I just pull out, wait a minute, here's the cancel rent checks. And at that point, it actually caused me, like I didn't even want to go near them because it was causing me post-traumatic stress disorder flare-up. So I had an advocate call and said, hello, here's the canceled rent checks, you idiots. I wish it actually would have gone to court because then the judge would say, what are you wasting the court's time? This man, you know, you caused this man to like freak out. But fortunately, the problem was resolved.
Piling it on.
Yeah, it's crazy, crazy.
Well, it's bureaucracy.
Your mic is like really up high. Check out the sound. But anyway, we need sound people. Like Kevin can run the cameras, but he can't like do the job of 100 different people. He can run cameras. There's like titles that need to be done. Come on in to Pegasus. Learn. Even if you don't want to work on my show, just take the classes. There's one class that's... What, you took some of the classes. What do you think of them?
I think it's fun, something to do, you know, and it's get you out of the house. It's a great thing. If you live in Ithaca, you don't have to pay anything. It's a free service for citizens of Ithaca. Very good program. I recommend it highly. And you can have your own show if you wish, too. But it's good to start out with the classes, get acquainted with all the equipment, the protocol, how to do a show. You can't just jump on in there. Even though I am kind of, no, I'm not really, but it's fun, you know, and if you go online to the Pegasus website, you will, yeah, hello.
Notice how yours has got the echo and mine doesn't. That's okay. My voice is more powerful than yours, so I don't need it.
I'm more subdued. I'm a subdued dude.
Oh, think of this week. Starting tomorrow at 11:30 will be the premiere of the reggae show. Watch. We go to the Sacred Root Kava Lounge and we do some cool stuff. And then later at the end of this,
the stuff we filmed?
The last, yeah.
Nice.
By the way, Kevin, I didn't get to do a lot of the editing, so a lot of it's just the straight footage, whatever we had there.
Yeah, it's pretty safe.
So we've got the reggae stuff, and then we've got Amnesty International on the last half of the show. So probably the last 20 minutes is
very well filmed.
Yes, everything you want to see. Now that's a more refined show. This is all discombobulated and
so you'll like them both. You'll get to see.
I think I'd
perhaps
like
you might.
Over here.
Yeah, perhaps that looks a lot nicer. Perhaps you would like to, you know, by watching this, get some ideas on a show for your own, right?
Yeah! Oh, that's not a mic. This is the mic. I hate these things. So this is the mic.
He's right.
So, this being a discombobulated show, yeah, just go ahead and talk. I love things
Yeah,
poetry.
we're going to get some poetry from the Mr. Clean himself, right there. There he is. He's been on a hiatus for a while, injuries and such, and he's back in black, or actually in yellow. It's a big color. He wears yellow a lot. And like you said, it's a variety show. We were supposed to have an interview with a young lady. I don't know what it was about, but anyway, if you have anything to share with the general populace, you're welcome to come on down. We can't promise that you'll be on, but, you know, submit some kind of a program idea and...
Yes! Everything you want to see for the Mr. Clean Show!
Come on down. And we have some location films, file footage, they call it, that we will be playing in the future, and we will be recording more, actually. I think we have something planned for this Friday, I believe, isn't that it?
Do we?
Yeah, at the radio station.
Oh yeah, we're going to the radio thing, and the lady that was with Amnesty International, beautiful lady.
Ithaca, very good.
Oh yeah.
Very genuine spirit. She had the spirit of love and peace and...
Radio on television, and it's going to be great.
It'll be awesome.
So I'll
be
do
there
some...
or be square.
So I'll do some of my antics to start out with, but then once her show starts, we're just going to film the show and then kind of, and actually we're going to hopefully like get the radio people aware of that all these shows could be filmed. Well, and go with a GoPro and just
you know what I heard. You know what I saw on her website?
What?
In her brochure, she has her own hour-long television show too. I don't know what channel, but she does an hour-long TV thing as well, so it's no stranger to her to do that.
Well, it can't be all that good. It doesn't have...
Oh, it's not Mr. Clean show, no way. But I think it's going to be a really good show that you folks ought to watch. I really do. I mean, I really liked her presentation. We were there on, what day was it? Sunday, and it was a letter signing thing to free political prisoners, and we actually have 3 here in the U.S. that were on the thing. So it's worldwide as well as nationwide.
So you'll be able to hear about that tomorrow evening at 11:30, and then that's the premiere of each week's show, and then that's the real Mr. Clean show. This is called Clean Live, so it should be a scroll along the bottom here.
We'll get that together. We're on a skeleton crew here, so.
So any people that, like, maybe there's some people that want to get some credit for classes that do audiovisual production or whatever. Come on down to the studio.
And then you could be working on the Clean show too, right?
Huh?
They could be working on the Clean show in the future, helping out. Yeah! Studio right over there. It's great fun.
Cool. So Gordon is kind of on if you remember, Gordon was instrumental last year, but he's like driving taxi a lot. He's kind of out of it. Shakti, you never met Gordon?
No, I might have, but I don't remember.
Shakti is now, she was doing some behind the scenes stuff, but she's not really into it. Mark with my former director.
Mark Vark?
Is out, yeah, he's going to come back in eventually. He wants to do another cooking.
Oh, you got a hold of
him?
I never did.
I think I might have freaked out the cooking folks because last week they called, and remember I couldn't get through, and then I like swore a lot on the show, so that might have weirded them out. I don't know. But hopefully we'll get the wonderful cooking lady and her daughter on.
Nothing better than food.
And doing some camera work on Reverend Bench's show. Kevin's doing some work on Stanley and Milton's show. It's everything you want to see. The whole Pegasus thing really is. Hopefully we'll do a Christmas special.
Oh yeah, that's coming up on.
Oh yeah, Sonia's is coming up.
Right.
Sonia Hicks is.
Yeah, I'm working on that as well, and it should be a thing to see. I think we're gonna have choir, singers, and players of instruments. I don't know, but we want Mr. Clean to come in and sing a jingle.
Really? Will she let me?
I hope so. She wanted me to sing, and I have no singing voice. I have too deep a voice.
Long time ago in Bethlehem, so the Holy Bible say.
It sounds reggae version.
This is the reggae song. Now we're going to do some, that's another announcement, is we're going to do conventional Christmas carols. I've got a concert pianist, a flute player, and another singer on either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. But it loaves and fishes, so it's a normal, there's a good announcement, loaves and fishes. There's a meal, healthy, and you don't necessarily have to be poor. Just come on down. They have good, nutritious food. They have a vegan alternative as well as like a regular meal.
I'm hungry.
And it's good to have socialization. Like sometimes I have plenty of money in my pocket, and I go there just to like hang out and maybe sing or something. There's a piano there. You can play.
Don't you also help out dishing up food as well sometimes? Mr. Clean,
yeah, I was doing
on the
some
scene.
cooking. I was doing like melon balls the other day. I got there.
Nice.
I was only able to volunteer for like an hour and a half, but did like carved out some melons.
And what is their schedule as far as food things? The food things.
So the meals are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They do a lunch meal, and that's served from 12 to 1.
Okay.
And then Tuesday and Thursday they do an evening dinner meal, and that's from 5:30. I'm not exactly sure because I usually don't do the evening one, but
basically dinner
5:30 to 7.
Yeah,
I believe, or 5:30 to 6:30.
But you can look up on. Everybody's got a computer, their little phone. Check it out, get informed, and come on down.
Yes. Oh, so then even if you don't want to eat loaves and fishes at Loaves and Fishes, come for the Christmas caroling. We're going to do Hark the Herald Angels Sing. We're going to do. I don't know. He's got a whole bunch lined up. I've been practicing them and I can't.
But they're going to have musical accompaniment. You said, what are they? Piano? What did you say? A flute?
A flute player?
And
another singer, and maybe some. And maybe you can come with your.
Imbira.
Kind of,
thumb organ.
Thumb organ. The pianist guy is a little bit. Particular about, like, he didn't want, like I said, while we do our rehearsals, let's entertain the crowd. No, I want it to go on perfect. And so he wants it to be, he doesn't even want to be, so it might not be on the show itself. So that's why I'm saying come to Loaves and Fishes to watch, because well, first of all, we're not technically supposed to film in Loaves and Fishes, but that never stopped Mr. Clean. In fact, if you don't want me to film you, my head might come popping out of your toilet and I film right in your bathroom while you're trying to use the can. But that's always entertaining. When people don't want to be filmed, and then you like zero the camera in on them.
You always hear about the snakes coming up in Florida in somebody's toilet.
However, so you can't really, but I might try to do, if we film just us singing, that should be okay, because it's really, I do respect the idea that sometimes there are people that come in there that they're like, slightly paranoid or something, but really anything in public, if I can see it with my eye, it's legal to film it. It really is.
Yeah.
And not that I would follow the fucking law anyway, but.
Yeah, and you're not trying to make money off of it. It is public access. So
yeah, if I made money off something, I would share the wealth.
Right, but then that's when the regulations kick in.
Well, I don't.
You know what I mean? That's how they were started. That's how it all started. Was like, how can I make money off this thing? And we're not here to make money off it. We're just here to spread the joy.
Yeah. The Christmas joy. Good tree.
I helped decorate this yesterday.
Oh, these are alive. These I can actually touch. That's
poinsettia.
It doesn't really smell, but you can kind of get a vibe from them.
And plus, it feels like a real.
Like I feel it on my face, but I also feel the energy aura coming forth into my face. The plants really have a great energy.
Why don't you give out the phone number?
Oh, yeah. Call. Yeah, why aren't we getting any calls? Let's test it. Yep, it's on, so please call. Tell what you want to see.
Ask a question.
You call and say, hey, I want you guys to shut up if you want to. Just whatever.
Play some music.
So it's 272-0319. 272-0319, and there will be a scroll when we get time to put that in.
And if you have any ideas for future things, call up and tell Mr. Clean.
Yes!
He's an open book.
Yeah, my life is an open book.
That's right.
So, the performance at Loaves and Fishes will be excellent, I tell you.
I want to attend. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, please come down.
Get into the festive mood of Christmas.
And if my pianist guy doesn't freak out, we'll have you film it.
Okay. I could bring the little camera so we don't look so obtrusive, maybe.
Yeah, we'll do the little camera, maybe. All right! So somebody came to our rescue. Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, just leave that right up. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lauren. That's probably our wonderful facilitator here at the studio, and she will be teaching the classes.
Yes.
Come on down, learn how to do audiovisual production. If you think our program here sucks, because it kind of does, because it's all discombobulated and stuff, like the set isn't balanced, and I've got the tree over here, come down and show us how to do it, or do your own show and say, I'm going to push Mr. Clean aside and do my own.
There's 3 chairs in there, and I was sitting in all 3 of them, so.
Yeah, he was trying to do this type of work with 3 different people.
Good learning experience.
So it can be.
They call it learning by the seat of your pants.
Yes!
Call in 272-0319 in the 607 area code.
There's the camera. So come down, film here, Pegasus. Yes, everything you want to see. So what else should we do?
Well, we could talk about the sacred root. There's going to be poetry there on the 4th Friday of every month. We kind of got mixed up on that, but we still filmed the reggae happenings, which was on a Friday night as well, and that turned out really good. You'll be able to see that. But poetry is coming up on the 28th, I believe, is a Friday. And
here's a sample of some of the poetry. I will be doing I'll be doing like a dramatic performance in front of a whole audience, so that way I won't be just bumbling and fumbling like I am today.
That's right.
So here's a short little poem. Far away, upon a star, little bony things we are. Far below, the aqua's waves, little bony things we are. Hitherto, me and you, little bony things we are. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
I'll be doing my cat poem, which you've heard at this show before. I will be doing the
cat
lag
poem
thing,
is
which
cool.
I attempted just earlier. I will be doing this here. Oh, here's a good one. Or maybe I shouldn't give it all away. I don't know. But this will be completely different kind of vibe. Because it's different when you're before a live audience. Mm-hmm. Like I'd done some singing on this show before, but then when I did my gig at Lot 10, the crowd went wild.
Fire!
Yes, I did Fire, I did Alice Cooper, No More Mr. Nice Guy,
nice.
and Kiss Hotter Than Hell, and it really rocked.
Excellent.
By the time Fire was over, we actually saw the sound guy, and I'm going to bring him on the show. And
Yeah, that's right. And we had Vasso on guitar.
Yeah!
Mr. Clean on the vocals.
I won't give this one away, because this is pretty
What's
cool.
this one, Mr. Clean?
This is,
Can I see it?
this one might be too erotic for.
Oh, yes.
No, actually, no, you could say anything, as long as it's not some just.
Bigoted or some weird thing.
Yeah, we could say that too, but we're not going to. But,
No, we're not that way here.
But
okay.
if it's obscene, that's one thing. But if it's an artistic, like the thing that we did when I'm taking a piss at the
It wasn't naughty.
Cobble Lounge, that was an artistic piss. So that was
Piss
okay
happens.
to have on TV.
Right?
Now, if it was just
Especially if
somebody
you're
taking a
drinking
piss,
kava.
that would not be cool.
Oh,
So, the lag. 5 minutes. Oh, here's a good one. 140 East Main. Collections and rummage and dried apple dolls.